teenager is dead. Another in the hospital after a homeowner allegedly caught them breaking into his garage. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupert.
And I'm Mimi Lang. The teens shot in White Lake early this morning were reportedly part of a larger group on the man's property. Fox 2's Scott Wolchak has the latest from police.
A total of 7 shots fired at 7 teens. One of the teenagers died on the way to the hospital and was found here just a street away on Halfpenny and Commerce. A second teen was also hurt. The other 5 scattered after the shooting.
People thought it was fireworks. No dogs went off. Nobody woke up. Nobody knew nothing.
White Lake Township Police say the group of teens triggered security cameras in this garage on Mandan Drive after midnight. The homeowner took defense into his own hands.
No, he actually, did injure one of them, which is good. Get off my lawn kind of thing.
Brandy is a neighbor who caught the shooting on camera, but only wanted to share the audio. She says this garage has been broken into 3 times in the past year.
I hope you all get caught. And I hope that the injury hurts for a while.
We don't know what brought them there.
Police searching for
Commerce area is not an area. Why is my mic still being unplugged? Make sure that this is right. All right, yeah, we good. The White Lake Commerce area is not a liberal area. It is an area where they're not fucking around. And so they will absolutely, positively kill you. They will absolutely, positively take you out. They is not messing around over there. And if you go over there and you keep trying to break into people's places, and a lot of times people go back and they try to hit it over and over again, then they will take your life. They will 100% kill you. 100%. And so when you seen that lady and she said what she said, am I muted? Y'all saying that I'm muted? When y'all hear people say, listen, if you try to break into my crib, we are going to 100% take your life. They mean it. They not messing around. They not messing around over there. And so Michigan is a state. It's not like New York. It's not like California. It's not like one of those super liberal states. It's not totally blue. It is a swing state. But most of the time we vote red. If you find yourself and your kids, if you can't control your teenagers and you cannot control your kids, then you will be putting them on a t-shirt and complaining about the fact that they wasn't there. They said that it was 7 of them and they hit 1. I wonder if that 1 is in the hospital right now. They said it was 7 of them and they hit 1. I wonder if that 1 is in a hospital. She said it. She said good.
On Mandan Drive after midnight, the homeowner took defense into his own hands.
No, he actually, did injure one of them, which is good.
White people don't care. Listen. Y'all used to doing what y'all want to do in the places that y'all want to do it, and they not playing around with y'all. They are not playing around with y'all. They will absolutely take your head off if you are breaking into somebody else's property. You are going to fuck around and find out. They not playing no games with y'all.
Get off my lawn kind of thing.
Brandy is a neighbor who caught the shooting on camera, but only wanted to share the audio. She says this garage has been broken into 3 times in the past year.
I hope you all get caught. And I hope that the injury hurts for a while.
We don't know what brought them there.
Police searching for answers as the investigation unfolds and have one 18-year-old and 1 minor in custody, looking for anyone else involved.
The randomness of it, it's an unfortunate incident. We don't want this kind of thing to happen, so we're going to We're going to work to bring it to a close, and we just ask that people stay safe.
The homeowner has spoken with investigators. It'll be up to the prosecutor whether there will be charges or if this shooting was justified.
You see that American Jeep right there from the White Lake Township Police? They don't support criminals over there. They not messing around with y'all over there. I know that, a lot of people like to protest. They like to all, get together and whatever like that. And so a lot of people is trying to put questions on the self-defense aspect of it. Why y'all not putting questions on whether or not those kids, or they're not even kids. Some of them people is 18. Why y'all not putting questions on the people that's breaking into the homes?
New questions tonight after a deadly shooting in White Lake Township. Police say a teenager is dead and another is in the hospital after they were shot by a homeowner during an attempted break-in. Police say the teens were part of a group of young adults who tried to enter that homeowner's detached garage.
Authorities say the homeowner fired several shots at the group. It begs the question, did the homeowner have the right to open fire? CBS News Detroit's Heath Calvin is getting answers for us tonight. Heath, you spoke with a firearms instructor who's also a Washington County Sheriff's deputy. What did he have to say?
Shannon Terrence, police say 2 people have been taken into custody for breaking into that garage, but they are still looking for the other suspects from the break-in. As for that homeowner, many are now wondering if he was in his rights to fire his weapon during the robbery.
7 individuals had broke into a detached garage at a residence. The homeowner was alerted through his surveillance system, at which point the homeowner came out and confronted the individuals.
The White Lake Township homeowner eventually shot at the group of young adults who had broken into his garage, with one 17-year-old ultimately succumbing to their injuries. And now as law enforcement looks into who these 7 individuals are, prosecutors will have to decide whether or not the homeowner was within their rights.
A lot of times people succumb to their injuries because they are afraid to go and get help and go to the hospital because they should have never went to the place and broke in the first place. And so usually what will happen is people will be in a group and they all together and they in there doing stuff that they're not supposed to do. A lot of times the person that got shot will be influenced by other people because they don't want them to get into a situation, or they don't want them to snitch, or they don't want to be a part of this whole situation. And so now everything compounds on top of each other, right? People will do something bad, and then a bad decision will beget another bad decision, or beget another bad decision, and it'll just compound and it'll get worse. It's almost like a lie, right? When you do something bad, it's similar to a lie, because instead of you just releasing yourself and telling the truth, what you'll do is you'll create another lie to cover that lie, which you then have to create another lie, and then you got 1,000 different lies. And what happens is you don't have any credibility once people wind up finding out that you're not what you were supposed, you didn't do what you said you was going to do. And so now you lose all credibility whatsoever, and the situation becomes exponentially worse. When you get a lie and then you start implicating other people, right? Let's say you out there and you messing with a little hoe, right? A little hussy. We used to call them tramps or yamps. We used to call them yamps back in the day. Let's say you messing with a little yamp, right? And you go out there, you mess with her, and you get yourself in a situation. And so now you got to get your homeboy included, and you got to get your homeboy to cover for you. Hey man, say I was at your house, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And so she don't believe or whatever, but then she go, the chicks start getting belligerent, right? And instead of you being able to cut her off, now you got to make sure that she stay quiet, because she not doing what she's supposed to do either, right? Hey man, don't tell my wife, don't tell my chick, or whatever, so on and so forth. And so now another lie begets another lie, and then she wound up giving you a disease. And so when you finally get to it, it's like, you know what? I can't trust you. It's one thing to do something wrong. It's one thing to make a mistake. It's another thing to make it exponentially worse. Now you got that nigga involved, and he looking stupid, and now she trying to make sure that listen, we just gonna keep this, we gonna keep it a buck. We just gonna keep it above board. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation in the first place. I don't even like you like that. You got baby hairs on your head. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times lies compound lies, and it makes the situation worse than it really is. Real talk. Real talk. And so these kids should have never been at that property. If you want to protect your children, don't have them breaking into other people's houses. If you want to protect your kids, if because I see some people and they like, oh, it's because they're racist. If you're saying, for example, because they're racist, because I couldn't put it up on the screen simply because I don't acknowledge people that don't have profile photos, right? If you're saying because it's racist, then that means that you're automatically assuming that the people are a criminal. Because they never see, that's how y'all tell on yourselves about how fucked up the culture is. Somebody said, I think his name was Marcus or something like that, said it's because they're racist. So you're assuming that the homeowner is white, A, and you're also assuming that the criminals are black. And they never even said what the race of the homeowner was or what the race of the criminals were. So that tells me that you understand that the culture is so messed up that we now have to automatically assume, look at Marcus, there he is, that we have to automatically assume that it was black people breaking into white people's property. You're the only person that's a racist. And as a matter of fact, the culture should be disappointed in you in that you automatically assume that it was black people. We never said nothing about black. We never said nothing about white. I will tell you that the overwhelming majority of the population in White Lake and Commerce Township is not even black. It's not even black. It's mostly white. If I had to assume based off of what I know, because I built houses over in White Lake, I got houses going up in Commerce. If I had to assume who the people are that wind up getting shot, I would tell you that it's probably white people. I would almost guarantee you that the person that broke into that home or the person that probably got shot, if I had to bet money on it, I would tell you that it was a white person. Because most of the people, overwhelmingly, most of the people that live in White Lake and Commerce are white people. And that's how I know that y'all not even doing what y'all supposed to do, because you automatically assumed that it was a black person that broke it down in order to try to accuse somebody else of being racist when they're the ones that's getting their homes broken into. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy how y'all tell on yourselves, how you hate yourself, that you it's literally exposing the hate within yourself. You assumed that the person was black and don't even know. You assumed that the person was black and don't even know, but then you automatically basically painted yourself into a corner to say that you were fucking degenerate. I never mentioned nothing about race whatsoever. I said, if you want to keep your kids safe and if you want them to stop doing stuff that they're not supposed to do, you need to keep them at home. We never mention race. We never mention culture. We never mention any of that. This is how you know that people don't even like themselves. You assumed, nobody else did. D-Staff, let me tell you something. D-Staff says Anton can be doing a lot more for others right now. Instead, he's talking about, bro, fuck you. I don't owe nobody nothing. I didn't invest in too many businesses, helped too many people, gave away too much money. Bro, why do broke niggas always try to count other people's money? Why do broke people always try to have other people do stuff with their money, but they don't do nothing? If you want to help, if you want to do something for somebody, then do it. I'm so tired of broke people telling me what I should do with my money. Why are broke people telling me what I should do with my money? This nigga been on me for like 3 days. Hey, man, why don't you go down to Texas? Man, I'm not helping nobody in Texas. Fuck Texas. I got people that I'm helping right here in Michigan. I help people in my bag chasers. Suck my dick. Real talk. The next time that your chick give me some head, then I'll donate $30 over the niggas in Texas. Matter of fact, I'll make it $39.99. How about that? Help me, because in order for me to feel at peace and at ease, she gonna have to kiss the tip, and then I'll send some money down to Texas. How about that? If you can if she can help me, I can help more people. If she can help me, I can help more people. If you're not willing to sacrifice the little that you have, the girl that if you're not willing to sacrifice, because you don't got no money, so the only thing that we can go off of is whatever assets is around you. The only assets that you got is the chick that you're probably dealing with. And if she not willing to bust it down for a real one, if she not giving me something, I'm not giving out nobody else nothing no more. I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
To use a firearm.
You do have the right to protect your life. And I just hope that it doesn't come to that.
I spoke with Thomas Gines, a CPL instructor and deputy with the Washtenaw County Sheriff Department, who says it's important for every gun owner to understand the laws about when you can and cannot legally use your firearm in the state.
There's only 4 times in the state of Michigan in which you can legally shoot someone. That's great bodily harm or death to self, and the defense of another trying to prevent great bodily harm or death to another, criminal sexual conduct, and kidnapping. That's it.
In Michigan, gun owners are allowed to use force to defend themselves or others if you feel threatened. Gines says creates a gray area for situations like this one in White Lake Township early Tuesday.
In the state of Michigan, we had the stand your ground and castle doctrine, which basically means that as long as I'm legally occupying whatever space that I'm in, and for whatever reason, some level of threat comes to me that meets the metric that I just spoke of, I'm legally able to defend myself from that threat.
This case will now be forwarded to the Oakland County prosecutors.
So we stand against in here in Michigan, in these Oakland County streets. We don't stand for people being able to go on other people's property. And if the Oakland County prosecutor decide that they want to prosecute, then we will definitely put them at the front of the congregation